Welcome back. Now we're going to jump into level 3 of the Wright Developmental Model. The regressive pole is reactivity, the progressive is assertion, and the principle is intention. The feeling here is anger. Reactivity is no. It's very important. Think of a 2-year-old that learns to say no. You're setting boundaries. It's very important to be able to say no. But if you live from no, it's probably not so good. Assertion is that want. Assertion is the yes. But a lot of times we have a broken wanter. Like, are you aware of what you want? Sometimes you can be aware of what you don't want. That's the no, the reactivity. But are you aware of what you do want? The assertion. And intention is a critical principle here. If you think of intention, look at your life around you. That's your intention. That one's a hard one to swallow. But if you think about it, consciously or unconsciously, you are intending your life. If you want it different, you're the only one that's going to make it different. Anger is the feeling at this level. And oftentimes, though, we may think we're angry, but we're skipping over level 2, hurt, and level 1, fear. For some of us, anger is a little easier to express than hurt or fear. Oftentimes, people are more comfortable with anger, especially as a man. Anger was something that was okay, but hurt was not, and fear was not. So we need to be aware of, okay, we're jumping to anger, but underneath, we need to look sometimes and take a breath. Intention is a critical principle. We all like to blame. We all like to play the victim. But if we look at intention, it puts the responsibility back on us to use our anger, to assert ourselves, and to really create the life that we want. As an example, as a CEO and founder of my own business, there's only a few times I probably used anger and intention with clients. Obviously, it's something that you tend to not want to do. But in one situation, I was in a meeting. The CEO of the client came in and started actually yelling at his employees, but then started yelling at my employees. So how was I feeling? Level 1, I was feeling very afraid. Level 2, I was feeling hurt. Even though he wasn't yelling at me, he was yelling at my employees. But I had a choice. So think of that. I'm reactive. I'm angry. Can I make the choice to assert myself and use intention to diffuse the situation? So I did. I said to the CEO, and we'll use nice words, but I said, if you want to yell at someone, yell at me. Never yell at my employees. And I diffused the situation, actually gained a lot of respect from the CEO for standing up to him, and gained a ton of respect from my employees for protecting them, and it was the right thing to do. Another example on the personal side is with my wife Gertrude and I. When we first started dating, she would always have, great ideas. Let's go do this. Let's go to the movies. Let's do this. And I always said no. I was afraid. Think about level 1. I was afraid. I thought she was trying to trick me. Like she's trying to get me to do something that I didn't want to do. And I wasn't always clear on what I wanted, back to, assertion and knowing what you want. So I always said no. So that kind of became a little old, as you can imagine, me saying no to everything. So then we started playing this game. She'd be like, let's go to the movies. And I'd be like, no. And I'd just wait a few minutes and I'd be like, hey, I have a great idea. Let's go to the movies. So it was just a way to move us out of this kind of, reactive moment, have a little fun with it. And until I could kind of figure out really what I wanted and take responsibility for that versus just not wanting what she wants. Between now and next episode, notice your reactivity. Notice if you're using it positively to set boundaries or if you're just living in it a little too long. Notice what you want. Is there something you need to assert? Is there something you need to go for? And notice your intention. And remember, your intention shows up by what's around you. So look around. Is that what you want? And if it's not, intend something differently. Until next time, love lionheartedly. Where there is anger, there is always pain underneath. Eckhart Tolle. Like you fell asleep right in the middle. Like, here goes.
That's what happened, actually.
Oh, Rich, were you talking?
Whoa.
This is really exciting content for you. I get it.
So good. Go ahead.
I heard you breathe. That means you're going to speak.
I thought we were talking, but go ahead.
I was just going to roll right in.
Yeah, please.
The feeling here is anger. Or angry at someone moving pages. I mean, that's where you can feel angry.
You gotta be ready. He's just improv.
I know. You were just.
I just go. I mean, come on.